But oh,
Thank you for letting me know, William.
Yeah. Guess we should get on topic now.
Yeah, no more of your
shenanigans.
influence. That's right.
Phenomena. Phenomena.
Put it into that.
Am I the only one that loved that song? I forgot.
No, I thought you were gonna keep going.
Did he mute you?
I did.
Hit him with the dip, potato chip. I'm done.
Well, guys,
Pick somebody.
this is another Nerdz recap. We're going to talk about episode 3 of Loki series. And just like Naruto, this was a super filler episode.
Kind of was.
Kinda.
Kind of was fillery, real fillery.
The whole thing.
Something bothered me.
Hated it.
Something about the episode. Me and her were talking about this. There's something that hit me when I finished the episode. Okay, remember her careful plotting and planning. Remember her not revealing herself to him until she was about to like go through the door, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I paused the episode. I'm telling my wife. I said, she's been controlled and smart this whole time. Why is she half stupid now? Why did y'all write her to be like now she's wilding out, going off her emotions? I'm like, what?
Exactly.
She was ironclad, like, the mission. All of a sudden, it's like, oh man, I'm gonna do something, fight you in the middle of a mission, even though you just said you want to help.
You said she was planning for years.
Right, something for years too. Like I agree with Lee. I wouldn't say that they made her stupid. Just they didn't make her like precise, and she was uncertain.
That's what I'm saying. It broke.
She's not consistent.
It broke what they showed her.
They introduced her as.
Yeah.
Or they built her up as.
No.
Very calculated.
It was like, no. When I first said, I said, hey, she's smart. I thought she was gonna be calculated, cold. All of a sudden, it was like, I'm gonna try to kill you again. It's like, that's again, like, stop doing that.
See, I wonder if that. Now, here's the kicker. I wonder if they did that only because if you look up in the comics, she is controlled by Loki. So I didn't know if they're. I don't know if they. I also witnessed that, Lee. However, I didn't think about it until this conversation that I wonder if they're setting that up because if in the comic books, she is like, I don't know if y'all ever watched this anime called My Hero Academy. I love it.
Academia? Yes.
Oh my goodness.
We all watched that.
That was so good.
Yes, we did.
Oh my goodness. I just learned about the new season that came out in March. I just learned that they finally released it the other day and oh my goodness. Well, anyway, if y'all remember in the second to last episode, there's that guy that had that little girl and like she really believed in him.
Yeah,
remember that? The girl
yeah.
with the pig. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel like Empress and Loki is. Like I feel like she needs him almost because in the comic book, Loki can't remember if he saves her or what, but she has a strong devotion to him.
Yeah, at this point, I think we can throw out the comics because I don't think she's Empress. I think they're just putting an Easter egg for that name using Sylvie because I think she just chose that name because she didn't want to be called Loki anymore. So I think she just adopted that name. So because this character just seems like a mix of a whole bunch of other characters. They're trying to put a little fanfare, a little bit of everything. But that whole transition from the last episode,
when they do that,
because like we said, how she was on that first episode and into this one, it kind of threw me off because like once he followed and kind of messed up her plan after she talked to him and she get to the door and he stopped her, it's like she was like, that's all my brains went into that. After that, I don't know, dude.
And what got me was what she did was very anti-Loki. If he comes to you, right, and go, hey, let's combine, let me help you. First thing I feel like a Loki's going to go with is, cool, let me use you to benefit my plan. Not let me fight you in front of the door.
I think she went over the top, Loki, once they got to the planet. Like, she's constantly trying to backstab, but there's no thought into it. It's like,
yeah, just
oh, cool, we'll roll with it. How I'm trying to kill you. Ah, you caught me. Okay.
yeah, that's what got me. I was like, y'all, why y'all? I'm over here mad. Like, why y'all do my girl like that, man? Y'all do my girl like that, man.
That's why I said she can't be like the main. That's why I was like, there's no way. It's too quick.
It's somebody else. Yeah, it's got to be somebody else. There's got to be, because that didn't make any sense. But see, this happens time to time. Like me and Griff, and it's not to get off topic, but it's a similar thing. We watched The Quiet Place Part 2, right? And when you see the two kids that over a year have lived in this crazy quiet alien world, the decisions they make, you're like, you know better than this.
They're the worst kids of all time.
Like you're doing stupid stuff and like stuff that you know will get you killed, and you'll be like, why are you doing that? What? Stop doing the things you're doing.
Especially the daughter. I thought she would have definitely learned from the.
I thought she was gonna be OG, triple OG, and she kept doing stupid stuff. And I was like, but you was.
Who are you talking about?
A Quiet Place Part 2. A Quiet Place Part 2. What we're saying is, it's kind of like how Loki.
No! Don't tell me. My wife and I want to see it. When did it come out?
A month ago.
That long? That was like 2-3.
Nah, it's been about 3 weeks though. You late as hell. But
Yeah, it's
you can stream it.
Oh, I got
Will it?
Yeah, I love it. I like it.
Earmuffs.
But
Anyway.
But yeah, I just don't. There's a lot of. For her to be main character, there's a lot of like. I'll be like, man, kill her, man. It's okay. I'll be so rooting for the monsters. I'll be like, man, you're letting great other characters die to save this character. I'm like, man, no, man, she ain't gotta live.
Like you watered it down, you ruined. Like stop it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say,
we did get some little Easter eggs they tried to hint us to, but I don't think it was satisfactory enough to make up for this.
Bring it down.
We got that all the staff weren't really created by the time
they were taken.
They were divergents or whatever. They're just brainwashed apparently. We just don't know how to process.
I did like that.
Because I kind of figured out from the first. It was like, yeah, we're created here and born. I was like, that doesn't really.
I know, right? I know.
But your people, though, I was like, none of y'all like aliens. Y'all just all people.
In the span of like the whole filler episode, other than seeing her not be consistent to what they built her up to be, the only thing that you really learn is they're not born into it.
Yeah.
And they had labs before, and I was like, that's it. That's all I get from this whole thing.
Yeah. Like a buddy cop episode.
Okay, Loki's a god. He has in previous like movies and such like that just been like bing, like flicking people away using his Loki magic. Like why? How is he getting so beat up in this one? It's just
by the guards. Like when they got through off the train, I was like, why?
You could just be like, oh, you're annoying me. Bye.
Regular punch.
Yeah, because they were beating them hand to hand, and then he got caught. I was like, use your magic. Well, you should
do something. Could you imagine the Red Ranger getting beaten up by a putty? Like it was like
that one episode when
you're not regular. You're not
I was like,
regular.
Nah, man, they're putties, dog. You beating them up in your school clothes.
Yo, they made my dreams come true. I don't know. I know Will doesn't have any children that we know about, but Enid, Stacy, or Lee. I don't know if you. I heard Stacy say she has a 15-year-old, so I don't know if her 15-year-old watches. But anyway, the point of this is that my daughter was watching Power Rangers about a month ago.
Raise them right.
The Red Ranger is brown, and I was so excited. I was like, man, a black Red Ranger.
I have a Red Ranger koozie, and I took it on a kayaking trip one time, and it got me a date with somebody, and I was like, yeah.
Listen,
you think that's what got it? You do something.
That's what got it. Yeah, like we were chilling, we were all talking and whatever, and then like next thing I take a swig of my beer, and he was like, "Is that the Red Ranger?" And I was like,
"That was his end."
That was his end, but that was his end.
That was the end. Yeah.
Somebody in the group literally posted this, and I got mad because I was like, "It's so true." It pissed me off. She goes, "Girls be like, I watch animes. Nerd boys be like, I'm wet." I was like, when I tell you, it's so true. It's so true. One of the first things me and her talked about, she made an offhanded comment about watching Naruto. And I said, come again, please? Repeat what you just said?
That's what guys do when I say I watch Cowboy Bebop.
Oh,
They're like, what's your favorite? Do you watch anime? I'm like, I've watched a few here and there. And they're like, oh, what's your favorite? I'm like, Bebop, of course. And they're like,
moan.
What?
You're like, you need a moan?
If my wife watched anime with me, oh my goodness, that'd be a whole nother level. I just got her. She will endure Star Wars, and she will talk about certain topics with us as if she actually understood it. And that'd be making me like, oh, I love it.
If she did that, that's like introducing you to kink and stuff. It's like, oh, we threesome. This is good enough.
it's all equal in anybody's eyes. It's all about perspective, man.
Like every little bit, just
like it's like you ain't gotta go Victoria's Secret. She came in with a Dragon Ball t-shirt. I'm like, oh shit. It's not even tight, it's loose. You're like, oh damn.
It's like, oh, be my Chi-Chi.
Is that my shampoo? Oh shit.
Be my
Say,
Chi-Chi.
I
God.
love shampoo. Oh,
That was a good show. Be my Hinata, please.
That's
Oh my
good
God.
Yeah.
Be my
my kid
Hinata.
watched Bleach. He really liked Bleach.
Bleach is finally coming back after 30 years. Thank God.
But I don't know. So they're gonna do something. They're gonna.
You know what?
I think they're gonna
worries
get
me is
rescued
they
at the
have a
last
whole-
minute. I think Owen Wilson's gonna find them.
I think that it worries me that they have a whole filler episode halfway through a 6-episode series.
That's what upsetted me. Like I said in the last episode I attended that I personally am not a fan of Loki. However, I like this show. And how they ended that episode, like as if both of those characters are with their like arms up, as in like they're hopeless because of that tower falling, like because of them trying to exit out of there. I had a problem with that because one, as you mentioned, Stacey, that Loki being a god, and he has his usage of his powers now. Like, you need to tell me that he didn't know that at all, and then they set her up to be, as we've all agreed on, this mastermind. And you mean to tell me that none of these two people that you all have written as if they are portrayed to us, as if they're both like super intelligent people, that they're just like hopeless over this one event.
Why didn't she keep enchanting people?
Well, and like that's the thing is they've built Loki up through all of these movies, how many ever movies and how many ever hours goes into the Avengers and the MCU and stuff. They've built him up to be so intelligent, not just mischievous, but like super intelligent. And now he's like, oh,
yes. What do I do? Oh,
cool.
I'm debonair.
Yeah,
so
like he was like
I'm charming.
The conversation, like he's just rambling on. She was like, "Oh, it's a good plan." He's like, "It was." Oh, yeah. I was like, "What?"
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, you gave me a compliment." Loki is the kind of person to be like, "I don't need your pity." Like that's how he usually is. And so it's like, what happened?
Unless he hit his mom. And the only one that really ever like hit him real hard or hit him in the soft spot was mom.
Mom did.
Like he still would be like that about with Thor, even though like he on and off loves him. Same with Odin, on and off loves him, but like nobody else. Mom was really only that soft spot. So I don't know why Sylvie is being able to like.
Because I guess it's him still.
A reflection of himself.
Yeah, but he's dumbing down.
Yeah, I think they dumbed him down for her.
You're gonna be so wrong at the end of the show. It's not even gonna be like, oh no, it's Loki.
Oh, he's been manipulating her the whole time and charming her and thinking, like that's probably what it's gonna be.
Like I let it slide with the TVA because like Owen Wilson's character has been studying him, so he's got something to come at it.
It makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, how his personality changed when he got with her and stuff, and like just playing, not having any confidence. That's really what he seems like. He doesn't have the same confidence.
I
guess,
just think if
they
were
broke him. They broke him. I guess supposed to be what it is.
I don't know where.
I just think if they were gonna do an episode super focused on him and her, that it should have been better.
We needed more. Yes, we needed more.
Better. Much
there was
better.
there was like nothing. And me and my kiddos watching it with me, and we both look at each other, and he was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Oh, welcome to adult
That
shows."
was
I think
right.
something's going to
You were
happen.
disappointed in most episodes.
I think they're trying to make us care about her. Like this was supposed to
I
like
think
build
that's
her
it.
up.
I think that's what it is.
And either she might get reset or something next episode because it's got to be all about them fighting the timelines or resetting timelines since the judge is out. So
WandaVision got us spoiled. WandaVision never had any filler episodes.
The first two were kind of fillery.
No, they were just slow.
No,
Yeah, they were just slow. I didn't think of them as filler.
I didn't think of it as filler.
Yeah, they weren't filler because everything was building towards the story.
And they told us we're going to get old school TV from the jump. So like we knew
it was in the trailer.
Yes, we knew what was going in. People go, I don't like this style. You saw the trailer. Shut up. Like you saw what it was. Like, sorry, let me
I did think that the mom from that 70s show was gonna have a bigger part because when her husband in that first episode or second episode, when he started choking,
she was
like, stop it. I was like, is she a witch too?
But yeah, Marvel don't care about how big of an actor you are or how famous you are because like I said, the girl that was number 20, she has her own show like Utopia or whatever like that, and they were just like, you get an episode and a half.
I know, right? Little something for you. Here you go. You good? You good? All right, get out of here.
Didn't it take Idris Elba like 3 movies to get more than 5 minutes on screen? I see everything. Bruh. I'm the rainbow dude. You need a bridge.
I know, right? Idris Elba is one of the biggest actors in the world, and it was like his total MCU screen time might be 20 minutes, and I mean maybe.
No, Sylvester Stallone. Guardians of the Galaxy. He just
no, he had 2 scenes. You knew what you were doing. The end. All right, the flag will fly for you.
It's been fireworks.
Everyone that does Sylvester Stallone is He's had the same voice for 30 years, I swear.
But I think Owen Wilson's going to find him next episode and save him last minute. Then they're going to try to, I don't know, capture him. Then they're like, do we put
which one of it was it Will or was it Lee in the last episode that I was present for? One of you all made the point that Loki in the comics, Loki controls Owen Wilson's character. Didn't one of you said that?
His character?
No, we might have said he's trying to manipulate him or something like that.
Yeah, he's trying to. Yeah.
The thing about Owen Wilson is, I don't know who said it. Like, Stacey, you the one that said Owen Wilson might be the top villain in this whole series? Because now
I think that he is the sly, slick villain
like
because
he's
of
working
all
for
the
somebody.
research that he's done, I've done this with you 50 times. You know, like all those kind of snide comments and stuff, and the way that he's playing Loki to like his own advantage, but not really giving into him, being like, yeah, I'll definitely take you to go see the guys.
And
but every time he's like, can we see him? He's like, really say that? You know,
and he might be self-aware now because, like they said, now that we know that they were pulled their deviants from other timelines and stuff, and that's why he's obsessed with jet skis and stuff. Maybe he used to be big into jet skis. He used to be some rich dude or something.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so he might be self-aware.
That got pulled, and he just got pulled right off his jet ski at that moment, and so that's what he misses.
Memory.
So whatever this,
being on that jet ski, like that girl's supposed to be in the bar, until she realized, like, oh wait, this is different.
Yeah, because she said she had to go 100 years back to get those memories. That's like her real life memory instead of whatever they did.
So maybe that's why he's obsessed with the jet ski.
Yeah, so Owen Wilson remembers something. And I think something happened to the captain too when she was in a grocery store and they brought her out of it and she was just looking around. Cause I think she starting to come out of it too and starting to remember who she is.
Oh my God, like the bald white dude in the Matrix who wanted to get plugged back in. Yeah. It was almost like, funny story. If anyone watches, some people hate it, some people love it. I'm not caught up all the way, but I was watching Sword Art Online. And in the newer Sword Art Online arc, the whole thing about, oh, you were born and created here, they use the same concept. One of the worlds that gets sent to, there's these divine knights that come through. They go, we were sent from heaven to become, your protectors. They weren't at all. If you were in a village or somewhere and you like level past a certain level and did certain accomplishments, they would pick you from your life, erase your memory, and make you a divine knight for the kingdom. But they're all told, we were sent from heaven to protect y'all, but they're not. They were just told that. I was like, oh, okay, Marv, I see you. But I don't know, at this time thing, is that in the comics? Huh?
Not that they pick deviants or whatever. It's just like a whole society. It's just really the super future, and they're just in a different dimension.
Okay. Like I said, SAO did something similar, and I was like, huh.
So we were talking about this. Did you, I realized it probably a little late, but like when in the second episode, when he found all those power stones and like all the, like the stones, and they were like, oh yeah, Steve used them as paperweights. Like, did you realize that they didn't work up in the TVA? And so if he had, because they were just like picked, like every time something happened, I didn't realize that they didn't work up there. And that's why he was like, oh my God. I thought he was so mad because it was just like, oh,
yeah,
these have been here this whole time, but it didn't work.
I just realized something too. And this to me is very un-Loki, very much un-Loki too. If I'm Loki, especially once I'm at the desk job, right? And I know I'm being sent out on missions, take them anyway. And use them when you are in the regular worlds.
Well, no, they only work where they've been removed from.
They got to go to the exact same universe.
Never
so
mind.
I said that too. I was like, well, why didn't he just take them and use them later? Because they only work in the time and space that they were taken from.
That'd be super specific, considering how many times these things have been erased. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I take back everything I said. Check my statement.
But that was explained to me, so I'm just passing along the information. But I didn't know that. I was just like, oh.
I learned today.
Today I learned.
One of these kids is not like the other. One of their timelines is dead.
Huh. So you think episode 4, any hopes for this, or is this just one?
Be better. I'd like it to be better. Be better.
Please be better. Not another filler. Don't give me more
fillers. I think
fillers.
episode 4 is either going to be about, how one, she's empress. And then, it's going to also be about, I'm going to text you, Will, when they show it. And then the second, it's going to be about, I think Owen Wilson's character is going to, like what we all been hitting at, either at the end of episode 4 or beginning of episode 5, he's going to show his plot that he's evil.
Him or the judge? Somebody's got to be on the take.
I got a whole dance I'm working on that when Owen Wilson comes out as the like.
But this is what you have to do. Yeah, all I'm going to say is look up who he works with in the comics.
No, I'm not spoil it. I like not knowing things and being just like a kind of.
I was just saying, man, that's WandaVision. We thought Mephisto was coming through, and haha.
I will say this. Falcon won a soldier. I called it. I said that agent's the power broker. No, it's not. That agent's the power broker. A couple episodes later, the agent's the power broker. I was like, haha, got him. Told you.
I called it too. I was like, she's weird. I was
yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you what it was. She had only been there for however long, and I'm like, you come from a government agency. This whole place is about lawlessness. You come from the law. How you so high ranking?
I didn't want it to be. It was too obvious, though.
Yeah, it was.
At first, half the fellas thought that they said no. I said, all right.
We want to be too easy.
It was. Sometimes it is too easy.
Yeah, it was good to watch though. I like that one.
It was really good.
I think Owen Wilson is the sly, under shady bad guy.
It's like being a rich black man and meeting a Kardashian. It's that easy.
That's not even far and few between with that family.
It's that easy.
It's that easy. It's that easy.
Non-figures. Hi, my name's Kim. Just like, wait, what?
But see, the fact that he said that with a straight face and then didn't even
Get to know me. Get to know me. The thing is, I liked it at first. I was liking the episode at first, and I was like, hey.
Because you thought they dragged it out. They really dragged it out just to get there and then try to leave it on a cliffhanger. It was like, oh, we missed it.
That wouldn't even
off the train.
Though.
Yeah, they tried.
I felt like it was a wasted episode. Like me and Anthony both were just like.
We know that it's the third episode in the sixth. Like, he's not dying.
Maybe 4, 5, and 6 is going to be like longer episodes.
Especially if
maybe
they
it's the calm
have
for the
like
storm.
a season 2.
Maybe 4, 5, and 6 is going to be like that. All right, calm. We gave you some nonsense. Now, boom, crazy dope storytelling. I can hope. I don't know.
They would owe us that after this bullshit episode.
It's like.
I mean, I want mine.
Listen,
that was very disappointing. It's like, really super disappointed.
It's funny that we all thought it was.
I love what she just says because I want mine. I was like, yes. It's like I want mine. There's a double entendre there, but I'm not gonna do that right now. But it's like, thank you for that. That's hilarious. I'm gonna laugh about that later. But it's like, yes, you'd be like, hey man, I've been putting in some work. I need my finish.
I put in an hour one week, and I put in an hour next week, and then I put in an hour the third week, and the third week I'm like, you, what was that?
It wasn't. It's like, hey,
that's another thing that
it's not good enough.
When they got on the train, that ticked me off too. Because once again, Loki being Loki, why is Loki not prepared for when the soldier was like,
yeah, she told him to stay in his uniform. He just got in his right clothes. He was just
like that was weird. Listen, the train scene was stupid. Why was he singing and dancing and had no plan to do next? The singing was like sweet, but it was like that. And did they speak Asgardian?
Get the mischief coming up, like, because this is what I think. This is what I thought was going to happen. I thought he planned to get kicked off, and then he set it up to as if the thing broke, but it really didn't break. Like he just created something with his magic of a copy of it, just as if it broke.
Yeah, I was thinking
it's
that
like what
too.
you said. It's like I hoped you were better now, and you're not. Like it's like this should be. Like I see what you're saying. Yeah, it's like you would think. Like if I make her think I broke it, maybe she'll stop trying to kill me. But it's like, nah, I just broke it for real. And that talk on the rocks, Griff, you kept talking about it, and I thought to myself, this is gonna be a deep scene. It wasn't.
Yeah,
it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Yeah, it's like 2 minutes. It was weird.
I thought it was gonna be one of the things like you watching the show where the two people sit down and they're like, "Listen, man, the truth."
Did it almost kind of remind you of in Ragnarok where they were sitting and then waiting for like Odin and not knowing what to do, but talking about their sister and stuff, and it was kind of like a deep moment.
Yes,
that was a deep moment. This was bullshit.
Agreed. It actually reminded me of and y'all may have watched it, you may have not watched it. If you haven't, don't worry about it. One of my favorite stories of all time is the story of Berserk. Anime, movies, whatever. I love it. There's a scene where like the lead character and his future love interest have this deep talk like in this cave, and they come to this deep understanding and learn about the leader's origins and your life, and like that conversation changed their relationship for the rest of the series permanantly. So when I saw the
Trigon like that for me.
Yeah, reference McGee.
It's like no. But like I thought to myself, it's gonna be like that. They're gonna come to a conclusion. Then they're gonna we're gonna collude, and we have similar paths. Of course, the talk was kind of on the train, even though it's kind of surface level. And I was like, oh, that scene was stupid.
Yeah.
I have a question. Does her, that little horn thing that she has, one of them is broke? Does that matter at all?
I thought it broke after she stabbed.
Make me laugh every time I see
stabbed the henchman or whatever. I thought it was when she broke it. I thought there was.
I didn't see when the horny thing broke. I didn't pay attention.
I thought it was when she took it off the fight
because she's like that. And it's like
No, at one point, like she was still wearing her head thing, and one side was broke, and the other one. So, and I didn't know if that was of any importance because I know that sometimes
she had them both in the
horns and stuff
when they were in the grocery store.
No, yeah, because one broke. I didn't notice that. Just like, hey.
I know it was broke like when after.
Yeah, she had him.
Like,
Then something happened
and I just thought when she took it off the fight on the train, I thought that's when it broke.
I just thought she looked like the Grinch's dog with a reindeer that one reindeer.
Max.
Yeah, like you were saying earlier.
He has the one horn that like sits right here
in the middle.
The
of
one
forehead.
antler. And he's like,
but yeah, when you said he got thrown off the train, I thought he fake got thrown off. It was going to be like on a different car, killing time or something like that. I was like, oh, you
No, he just got slept by regular people.
Yeah, then she jumped
yeah.
off.
So why isn't he using his godlike abilities? Because he also keeps bringing it up. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm a god. I'm so strong. I'm a god.
I don't put too much stock in that because, like, after
but you're not using them.
They're just powerful. They almost said they're just like powerful mutants. Like they call
them
gods.
They
like
really. They're not really though. I mean,
y'all like half Kryptonians. Like
Asgard already got wiped out. So come on.
But he does with like his pinky up and his nose down at you. I'm a god. Yeah. But he never like.
Yeah.
He's done
like
everything else
so far.
Ever has.
Can I keep it a being? Can I keep it a being though? Even amongst his own god homies, Loki. You're not even the guy with your mans. Like you.
Because he's from a different species.
Let me see something.
Yeah, he is an ice.
He's not a Saiyan. He's not a Namekian. He's like Tien. Everyone respects Tien, but Tien ain't saving everybody. He's Tien.
He's Tien. Lee, you and these all these crosswords.
What do we call respect though? Like,
it's like this. I know I can, let's say, whoop somebody, but I'm pretty confident I'm gonna catch some solid ones in order to win. Like he gonna give you some solid ones, but he's not winning.
He's a threat, but he's not the main threat.
He's not the answer.
He's Cell Jr., not Cell.
He's a threat, but he's not the answer.
He's not.
It's so big.
It's about to cut off the
that was the worst, and it's all Lee's fight. Don't take praise for that. It's Lee's fault. But yeah, thanks for coming in, Stace.
No problem.
Much love, Stace.
Thanks for having me, guys.